The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. Lisa gets called out over dog drama. In this episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we get to see misdirected emotions in a manipulative LVP in all her fabulous glory. We left off with the ladies en route to the Bahamas. Nothing quite like traveling on a PJ, Vanderpump Rules reference, am I right? The resort the women will be staying at is absolutely beautiful and over the top, just like the guests staying there. Each lady gets a butler and they settle into their rooms, but not before they claim beds like 10-year-old girls at a slumber party. Naturally, Erica's glam squad is patiently awaiting her arrival in the hotel room, and I just kind of want a Mikey to follow me all over the globe and beautify me, too. Up in the chairman's suite, Lisa Vanderpump and Dorit Kemsley pop bottles and have a little bit of girl-to-girl talk. Dorit is blatantly kissing Lisa's A*S and still trying to make up for the whole Lucy the dog debacle. But it's hilarious to hear LVP behave passive-aggressively toward Dorit, particularly when Dorit boasts about the trip's exclusivity. The lengths these women go through to get ready for drinks on Dorit's patio is hilarious. We have makeup artists, glam squads, and sequins galore. The ladies arrive as if they are walking on a red carpet and they are just doing their best to one-up each other. To sit on a patio. The only one who got the memo is Denise. Good for you, girl. Dorit runs through the schedule for tomorrow whilst Kyle Richards and LVP talk about LVP's feelings aside from the group. Lisa is struggling with the grieving process since her brother has passed, and she reminds Kyle that life is short. She also tells Kyle that she should mend her relationships with her sister, Kathy, because one day, your sibling could be gone. After having a side convo for far too long, Rinna heads over to break up the secret chatter. The conversation obviously moves to Dorit and the dog, but Kyle didn't realize Rinna didn't know the whole story. Rinna is scratching her head and trying to figure out what exactly Kyle is referring to, but LVP does her best to squelch the uncomfortable scenario. The next morning, Kyle and Teddy Mellencamp have some breakfast. Once Lisa Rinna joins the girls, Rinna demands to know what the heck Kyle was talking about last night. It doesn't take much to pry the information from Teddy, who sings like a canary. Teddy tells the entire ugly tale. Dorit adopted this puppy from Vanderpump Dogs. The dog bit her children, so she gave the dog away to a safe home, only to have that dog eventually end up in a shelter. Long story short, LVP is P*SED and Teddy has heard about it firsthand. Rinna sits in disbelief and says, "She just set you all up." Rinna insists that the whole thing was set up by LVP to make Dorit look bad, and I have to admit she might be onto something. Rinna explains that now it's messy and everyone's involved. Teddy feels like she is part of a scheme and is realizing that it all started because LVP didn't want to get her hands dirty. Have one of the Vanderpump Dog employees tell Teddy the dirt, and then, bam. It's only a matter of time before this story goes public and LVP can say she had nothing to do with it. Perfect plan, except Rinna is onto LVP and her manipulative ways. It's time for the afternoon escapade. Erica, do you think that these boys are gonna let me wear flats anywhere? No. Well, at least you look appropriate, Erica. The ladies are off to a private island where there is a bar, some massages, and lots of sun. I am so jealous. Dorit keeps stating, nothing but the best, nothing but first class. We get it, Dorit. Your husband is rich. While some of the ladies frolic in the ocean and pose like 80s swimsuit models, Denise Richards and LVP get massages. They talk adoption, as both ladies can relate. Denise further shares that her adopted daughter, Eloise, cannot really talk, and LVP listens, for once, and lets Denise know she is doing a great job. After all the serious talk, they get back with the group just in time for lunch. Rena loves to stir the pot and calls everyone out for bottling up their feelings. Camille, wait, why is Camille there? Is she an official cast member? Talks about the bumps in the road she has had with Dorit, and Dorit shares how she is pleased with how her relationship with Teddy has progressed. LVP gets honest and tells Erica that her few lines of condolences when her brother passed were a little distant for her taste. Erica Jane seems befuddled that her condolence note wasn't good enough for LVP, and things take an awkward turn. Lisa suggests that they move on, but leave it to Erica to make LVP feel this big. The other ladies in the group applaud LVP for even coming on the trip, and Lisa apologizes to Erica for her emotional outburst. Phew. Glad we got over that one. To lighten the mood, Denise gets egged on to recreate her Bond girl moment, and as uncomfortable and it is, it did help get the women to laugh. It's dinner time, and that means they all need new looks. I mean, Erica even has a Louis Vuitton cape to get ready in. What? A moment. Rena pops into Erica's room and the ladies rehash one of their favorite hobbies and interests, the whole LVP issue. They make their way to dinner and conversation is pretty light, for now. When Dorit, Rena, and Denise head off to the bathroom, Kyle takes this as an opportunity to discuss the dog issue with LVP, again. Kyle feels uncomfortable about who knows what, and when the girls return from the restroom, Teddy comes clean to Dorit that she knows about Lucy the dog. Teddy wants to be clear that she should have never known about the Lucy situation. Teddy also senses a pattern with LVP. Lisa claims she has nothing to do with anything, classic LVP, and Rena is enjoying the circus unravel before her very eyes. The rest of the ladies are trying to piece together what exactly Teddy, Kyle, Dorit, and LVP are talking about. Rena exclaims that this is bullshit and it sounds like a effing setup. LVP tells Dorit that it all went wrong and that she should have just given Lucy the dog back to Vanderpump Dogs. Dorit melts down immediately, looks like all that **s kissing didn't work, and can't believe that LVP would work her manipulative ways with her. To further get the attention off of her, LVP says, "I had no idea Teddy would be gossiping." Well, that set Teddy off. She doesn't like being made a scapegoat for LVP, and she tells LVP that to her face, something not many of these women are gutsy enough to do. I hope Teddy is ready to have an enemy for life.